Imagine this. It's your child's birthday, a day meant for balloons, cake, and family memories. But instead, you're expected to log into a courtroom fighting over a multi-million-dollar mansion that could change everything. That's the exact reality Katy Perry is facing. On the very morning her daughter Daisy turns 5, Perry won't just be a mother, she'll also be a witness, testifying in a heated legal battle worth millions. And while the world sees her as a pop superstar with chart-topping hits, behind the scenes she's caught in a messy dispute that's raising eyebrows, straining her public image and putting her right in the crosshairs of controversy. For most parents, a 5th birthday is a milestone, one of those days you circle on the calendar months in advance. But for Katy Perry, that date now carries an unexpected twist. Instead of spending the morning celebrating with her daughter Daisy, she's scheduled to appear before a judge. The timing couldn't be worse. Fans were stunned when it was revealed that Perry's testimony would fall on the very same day as Daisy's big celebration, leaving many to wonder how the superstar is balancing her role as a mother with the demands of a very public legal fight. Even more surprising, this wasn't the original plan. Perry had been set to testify earlier, but her tour commitments forced the schedule to shift. That rescheduling didn't sit well with the judge, and it's already casting a shadow over how her side of the story is being perceived. So what's all this courtroom drama really about? At the heart of the dispute is a mansion tucked away in the wealthy enclave of Montecito, California, a property that looks like something out of a movie. Built back in the 1930s, the estate stretches over 2.5 acres, offering sweeping ocean views, an infinity pool, a jacuzzi, and even a guest house with 3 bedrooms. Inside, it boasts 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, and the kind of luxury details most people could only dream of. In 2020, Perry and her then-partner Orlando Bloom struck a $15 million deal to make it theirs. On paper, it was the perfect fit, a dream home for a power couple. But just days after the contract was signed, everything unraveled, sparking a legal battle that's dragged on for years. The deal seemed locked in, but just days later, the seller entrepreneur Carl Westcott pulled back. Westcott, who made his fortune in business ventures including the 1-800-Flowers empire, claimed he wasn't in the right state of mind when he agreed to sell. Years earlier, he had been diagnosed with a hereditary brain condition, and according to court documents, he argued that it clouded his judgment when signing the contract. In his view, the sale should never have gone through. Instead of a smooth transaction, the situation spiraled into a bitter legal standoff. Westcott filed suit, not directly against Katy Perry herself, but against her business manager, insisting that the entire deal was unfair and should be undone. What began as a luxury real estate purchase quickly escalated into a legal saga filled with accusations, medical claims, and millions of dollars hanging in the balance. While Carl Westcott's legal team pushed to cancel the deal, Katy Perry's side dug in. Technically, Perry herself wasn't listed as a defendant in the case, but make no mistake, she was still right in the middle of it. The ownership of the mansion had already been transferred through her LLC, giving her a direct stake in the outcome, and she wasn't just trying to hold on to the property, she was demanding millions in damages. According to court filings, Perry's team argued that by losing the house, she and Orlando Bloom also lost the chance to rent it out for serious income. At one point, she was aiming for more than $5 million in compensation. After experts weighed in, the rental value was estimated closer to $3.5 million, but Perry adjusted her demand to roughly $4 million, tacking on another $1.3 million for repairs and upkeep. That pushed her total claim to nearly $4.9 million. For Perry, this wasn't just about a mansion. It was about money, principle, and the lifestyle she and her ex had planned around the estate. Right on. As the case unfolded, tensions inside the courtroom grew sharper. The judge overseeing the dispute, Joseph Lipner, was far from impressed with the way Perry's team handled her testimony schedule. Originally, she was set to appear days before Daisy's birthday, but because of her tour commitments, her lawyers requested a delay, pushing her court appearance onto the very day of the celebration. Judge Lipner didn't hold back his criticism, saying the move shows her in a bad light. Perry's team quickly apologized, insisting there was no hidden strategy behind the date change. But the damage was already done. To the court and to the public watching closely, it looked like the pop star was prioritizing her career and legal maneuvers over family milestones. And for someone constantly in the spotlight, every small decision is magnified, turning what might seem like a scheduling conflict into yet another headline. For Katy Perry, this case is about more than just real estate. It's about how the world sees her. Over the years, Perry has carefully balanced her image as a pop icon with her personal life. But courtroom battles like this chip away at the polished exterior. Fans love her for her bold performances and playful personality, yet legal disputes paint a different picture, one of a superstar entangled in cold, high-stakes conflicts. The timing doesn't help either. While she's performing on her Lifetime's tour, dazzling crowds night after night, headlines about lawsuits and multi-million-dollar claims are running alongside the reviews. To some, it raises uncomfortable questions. Is Perry the fun-loving pop star they've followed for years, or a celebrity fighting tooth and nail for millions while personal celebrations take a back seat? It's a sharp reminder of how quickly public perception can shift. For every hit single, there's a headline waiting to rewrite the narrative, and in this case, the narrative is being shaped not on the stage, but in the courtroom. Adding another layer to the drama is Perry's relationship with Orlando Bloom. The two were once Hollywood's golden couple, engaged, raising their daughter together, and planning a future in that very Montecito mansion. But after nearly 9 years together, their engagement quietly came to an end. The split was shocking for fans, and it left the property dispute hanging in an even more complicated balance. Bloom, best known for his role in Pirates of the Caribbean, was tied to the mansion deal from the start. Now, even though the engagement is over, his name is still attached to the fight. For Perry, that means the legal battle doesn't just represent money or property, it's also a lingering reminder of a relationship that didn't work out. And while both stars remain committed to co-parenting Daisy, the timing of the court case makes the separation feel even sharper. On one side, there's a little girl celebrating her birthday. On the other, two ex-partners caught in the middle of a multi-million-dollar fight that refuses to fade away. The legal showdown is far from over. Katy Perry is still pressing for nearly $5 million in damages, while Carl Westcott's team continues to argue that the contract should never have been valid in the first place. The court will have to decide whether Westcott's medical condition left him incapable of making a binding agreement, or whether Perry's camp is entitled to the mansion and the millions attached to it. For Perry, the outcome could carry serious weight. Winning might secure her claim to the estate and compensate her for the years of lost income, but losing would mean not only a blow to her finances, but another public mark on her reputation. Either way, this isn't a dispute that will disappear quietly. As the world watches, Katy Perry finds herself balancing 3 roles at once: global superstar, devoted mother, and high-profile litigant. The irony of testifying in court on her daughter's birthday only highlights the difficult crossroads she's facing. Behind the music, the costumes, and the lights, Perry is locked in a battle where every decision is scrutinized, every move sparks speculation, and every headline shapes her legacy. And while Daisy may remember her 5th birthday for balloons and cake, the rest of the world will remember it for something far more dramatic, a day when her mother fought not just for a mansion, but for the image she's worked so hard to protect. The question now is simple: will Katy Perry walk away from this fight with victory, or will the courtroom drama cast a shadow she can't escape?